Hey guys, I absolutely love wearing straight hair in the fall and decided now it's a good time to finally use the KinkyCurlyYaki Kinky Straight hair I bought during their 2013 Cyber Monday sale. In this video, I'll show you how I took my wig from this dark brown color to a rich chestnut brown with hints of copper highlights. So if you're interested in how I colored and styled this hair, keep on watching. So I decided to color the hair after actually making the wig because it would be easier to see how exactly I wanted to place the color. So as always, all of the products that I use will be in the description box. You want to make sure to please follow the directions on the side of your box in terms of the developer to hair color ratio. Now mine was roughly 2 parts developer, 1 part hair color, but please read the side of the box and follow those instructions. I'm using the L'Oreal HiColor specifically for dark hair because I wanted something that would lift the dark hair a few levels, but I did not want to use bleach on this hair. So I have 2 separate bowls. The black bowl will be for the chestnut brown colors and the blue bowl would be for the ginger blonde color. I aimed for a consistency that was as close to yogurt as possible so that it was thick enough to stick to the hair. Now I sectioned the hair based on how I wanted the color to lay. Now the back portion, which I'm going to start with, will be most of the chestnut brown. I am starting to apply the hair with a very light touch. Now this is also known as the balayage, which is basically a freehand. So I'm applying the chestnut, which is in the black bowl, 2 to 3 inches down from the roots, and then I'm going in with the ginger blonde on the ends. Now I also decided to use foil to help speed up the processing on the hair, but if you're not used to using foil, you can just leave the hair as is and it'll process on its own. Once again, I am going with the chestnut brown color about 2 to 3 inches down from the roots because I don't want the natural dark brown color to show through. Now, although I am going in with a relatively light hand, you do want to make sure that all of the hair is saturated with the hair color because you do not want any blotchiness. I'm basically using Guy Tang's balayage and highlights method. He is a hairstylist and he does post YouTube videos, so I will link his channel below. But his videos are extremely helpful in helping you, number 1, understand hair color theory, and number 2, just seeing how it is that you highlight hair, especially dark hair that you're trying to lift to a lighter color. I love using small sections and especially using a light touch because I can apply the color exactly how I want it and where I want it. So again, I am concentrating the chestnut brown color on the top portions of the hair and then going in with the dye that's in the blue bowl, which is the honey ginger, and applying it to the ends of the hair. Now this will give a lot of dimension, and also if you find that your sections are too big, feel free to split them in half, which is where I just did, so that I can make sure that the hair is evenly distributed with color. When you're applying color, make sure just to take your time, and I'm just showing you how I wanted to have more of the golden ginger in the front, so that's where I just applied it so that the ginger would be framing the face. So I went through and used this technique to apply the color throughout the whole entire head, and after I had the head fully saturated and covered with foil, I let it sit under my heated dryer to process for about 45 minutes. Now this is a first look at the hair immediately after I rinsed out the deep condition and let it air dry. Now this is kinky straight hair, so you don't want to use too much heat on it. So after I rinsed out the deep conditioner, I just let it air dry instead of going in with a blow dryer. I find that the hair color came out so beautiful, and it's a perfect mix of brown with a little bit of honey ginger for my complexion. Now I am going in to flat iron the hair, so as I said before, I did not blow dry it. So what I'm doing is taking small sections and applying about 2 passes to get the hair relatively straight. I also go in to razor the end. As a 4C natural hair girl, Kinky Straight hair textures just work the best for me because it's as natural as a texture as you can get with straight weaves. So I do really enjoy using the Kinky Straight hair. I'm just really like, why did it take me so long to actually use this hair, as it's really been in my closet for about 2 years. But I'm just showing you the hair color and the gradation and just how lovely it is. Now, as you can also see, the hair doesn't necessarily get bone straight because I am using relatively moderate heat. So I think I had the flat iron at 320 degrees. I'm really not trying to burn the hair off, so I keep it at a lighter temperature because I just want to see how the hair is going to behave. Now, as much as I love doing hair, I actually forgot to put in a little bit of curl to it. So now what you see me doing is just adding a little bit of curls to the front of the hair. I'll also mention that I did not get the closure from KinkyCurlyYaki. I actually bought the closure off of Aliexpress. I'll link that vendor below. So this is the final look of the chestnut brown hair. I really do enjoy this color. It's nice and rich, and the hair is actually full. Now, I did make this wig on a mesh cap, which means that I am going to sew it down because I just wanted to have something that was between a wig and a weave. So because I'm going to sew it down, I am flat ironing the closer down straight. Now I'm gently cutting off the lace, and I'm also removing the mesh cap that's closest to the lace. Now make sure you are going to be gentle and careful when cutting parts of the wig cap because you do not want to cut a part of your closure and ruin it. Instead of braiding my own hair, I actually went to a Senegalese shop and had a lady braid my hair, and these braids are so beautiful. I actually did not want to sew this wig down. Once ready, I just took my wig off the wig cap and put it on my head. Now, I left a little portion of my edges out in the front just so that it could blend with the closure a little better. So once I have it securely placed and I have the parts lined up, I'm going to just go in and sew the wig down. I do make sure to be very gentle because these braids are a little tight. So in the front, I do not sew through the lace. I actually sew through the cap. On the left hand side of my closure, I'm sewing through the pantyhose that I used to sew under the wig cap, and I'm sewing through the pantyhose onto my cornrow because I don't want to actually sew through the lace because I want the lace to last as long as possible. Just keep sewing the wig around your entire head until the wig is secure. So after I'm done sewing the wig down, I take down the pig curls, which I use to set the hair, and you'll see that the wig is full with body, but it doesn't look too dense. I ended up using one full 16-inch bundle and a half of the 14-inch bundle and the lace closure. Now this gives me a more natural looking style. And now I'm all done. This is the final look, and I'll have to say that kinky straight hair is my favorite texture to wear when I want to wear my hair straight because it kind of really does look like natural hair that's been blowout and lightly flat ironed, which is how my own hair looks. Now this is all the hair pulled to the side, and this is all the hair pulled to the front. That's all for this tutorial. If you found it helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe before you leave. It'll really help my channel grow. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!